Hi, Danish. Welcome
Hi,
to yet
Pratibha.
another conversation with OTTplay.
Yes, and it's good to be back again. It looks like I'm revisiting a lot of platforms and people. And I was just telling Rishikesh Kannan a little while ago, I said, looks like I'm slowly taking over your channel because I'm there so often. And it's a pleasure to be back again. Thank you.
But how have you been? The last 1 month, you've been very busy promoting Humble Politician, and now, it's actually less than a month. You've already got one
Yeah.
cut, two cut. So,
Yeah.
How's life been?
Can't complain. I'm extremely grateful and extremely happy that the series did well. The stakeholders there are happy, and now we're on to something which is new again, and it's a brand new start because the thing about content, and when you're a part of it, and when you've been putting yourself out there for so many years, I think it's uh, extremely important that the people who are involved, the stakeholders, are there's a value back that's sort of given to them. And that's always been my endeavor to drive value back to people who've invested in me. And here we are with One Cut, Two Cut, which is the PRK production. It has Amazon Prime Video, showcasing it to people. It's huge, it's humongous, and I'm extremely grateful to the stakeholders who believed in the idea, to produce it, to fund it, to make a dream turn into a reality, and then for it to be on Amazon Prime Video.
Perfect. But also, you're on your third film. You've had a series in between. But looking back now, is this really what you were dreaming of, back then? Is it all falling in place, or is it like...
No, this was never a dream. I'll be very honest with you. This was never the dream. It was never the dream. This feels like a dream, though. It feels like a sweet little dream that I would like to stay with, to have two releases, let alone one release. I think when I started off with the radio, and when you get this far with the right people helping you at the right points, and of course on the merit of your ability, you get this far, and you look back and you think, man, I mean, could life have been something different? And I don't think I could have asked for anything better. I'm extremely sort of overwhelmed at an event like this, because when you start out, what do you want to do? You want to be a part of a film. You don't know who's giving it to you. You don't know who's casting you. You don't know if there is an opportunity. You stand in audition lines, and you're waiting to meet the right people, and hope that that one moment they look at you and go, "This is what I see in this person." But now that we're here, and I'm so happy that out of the 3 films in the series that I've done, I've driven value back to my investors. My producers are happy. The platforms are happy with the way the content is performed on their platforms, be it Amazon Prime Video that I'm talking about now as well. But the fact that we're working again, it means something's working. And I'm glad that I'm at the right end of it, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way.
Perfect. So here's the thing, Dan. I think One Cut, Two Cut, you're going to have to do most of the selling, because Vamshi, I realized, is a man of very few words, strangely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's nice that way. Vamsi is a little, he's overwhelmed by the occasion for sure, because, it's a factor of time, it's a factor of age. People don't get opportunities too quickly and too easily. And when you get it, it's overwhelming. Like what's been happening today with us, with the number of people we've spoken to, with a nice glittery launch that we had with, Manish sir being a part of it, Prakash sir, there was Samyukta, we were all on that Zoom call together, as one unit from Amazon Prime Video, PRK Productions, and us. One Cut, Two Cut is a film with its heart in the right place. It's about an arts teacher in the middle of a siege where there are 4 social media activists disgruntled with life who want individual things for themselves, but they've all come together to make a list of demands. And it's about Gopi saving the day or not saving the day, being with the kids or not being with the kids. If I say that, then it drives the purpose of watching the film out of the window. So I would love for you and for everybody to watch the film and just experience this 85-minute long film with absolute happiness, because we've worked very hard on it. We worked very hard on it, and we've made it with the right intention.
Perfect. But also, Gopi is a character that we've seen very little of, unlike your other, at least unlike Nags. Here, did this also give you a larger platform to play around with this character? Because so far, everyone's seen him as this bumbling, innocent guy, who's reviewing non-veg films. He wants to desperately get married. But that's about it. We don't know anything else about him. We haven't seen much of him.
Because I took the leap of faith much quicker on this one. The spring of the step was a lot faster as compared to the other characters, because I realized that my turnaround between characters on the internet and films was taking a little too long. And with Gopi, I realized I can turn this around quickly. And because, a large part of that credit has to go to Vamsi as the director of this film, or to PRK Productions, Mr. Puneet Rajkumar, Ashwini ma'am, their team. The credit has to go to them and to Vamsi, because I can believe an idea is great. I can believe that a concept is great. But if somebody doesn't buy into it and also see that there are multiple possibilities with it, then the idea just remains in my head. And it doesn't really translate to anything. So to work on Gopi and to have us kind of develop a film with this and to do it in such quick time has worked in our favor, because we've been able to give it a world that we want to give it. Unlike something that's so strongly seeded on social media that when you break into a film, people have a set of expectations already there. This one's a clean slate. It's still fresh, like you rightly said, and I'm excited to know what people think about the film when they watch it.
Perfect. And this is also your second film with Mr. Prakash Belawadi. Last time when we spoke, you did mention, how difficult it was to sometimes keep a straight face when he was just, all out doing his scenes. So how was it this time around?
I think his Instagram handle actually came about while we were making this film. So I made his Instagram handle for him, where I gave him the name Grumpy Old Belwadi, because his character in this film is very grumpy. And to work with him on this was again a great experience, because off camera we're back to being ourselves. And I would like to say Prakash sir is a friend. We talk about endless things about life, about the social causes that he's a part of, or what I'm doing and how I just look at life or whatever, right? Like there are multiple conversations. So to collaborate with him again in such quick time was an incredible opportunity, and I look forward to doing it on many, many more occasions. He's one of my favorite people to work with.
Perfect. But also tell me a little bit about the rest of the cast. There's Samyukta now. During the trailer launch, it became very evident that you guys also have a fairly good, friendship going on there.
I would say very good friendship. We do, because Sam and I have again known each other for a very long time. And I've known Sam, I've known Prakash sir, I've known her parents. It's like family. I've gone to their place a couple of times. But more importantly, so she's not. I can't find my cat. Nico is the younger one. She's about a year old. Sam was the one who helped us get her home. Anya and I are very fond of her, and we'll always be very grateful to her for introducing us to this bundle of joy. And the friendship is very evident. I'm very fond of Sam, and just have great respect for the number of years she's spent in the film world. 4 films or 3 films and a series old, and I already feel like I've aged a few years. But it's great to have her around because I tend to talk to her if I need advice about things or if I need a perspective about things. And I think it's likewise. The relationship is very simple between us. And she's a friend, so it was good to work with her. The guys from Jordan, I've known them for a while. So Vineet Deep is in the film. I think I was one of the first people, and Vineet will tell you the story if you happen to speak with him, but I think I was one of the first people to kind of reach out to them and say, you guys are brilliant and you guys need to monetize the material that you're doing on YouTube and start sort of making a business out of the fun and games that you guys are having. A lot of social media content creators from here will tell you that I was one of those people to reach out to them and tell them, hey, monetize this and make this a profession. He's a friend, so working with him was great fun, and I think they're incredibly talented. And when you're amidst such talented people like Manoj it's his first film, but Manoj has done ad films, and there's a funny story, but he was friends with my father-in-law's brother. They went to the same school, and we didn't know that till we met on the same movie set. He said, are you married to so-and-so's daughter? I said, yeah. And he said, you know that person. So that was great. Rupa has again been around for a while. She's been acting for a while. Sampath Anna has been working for such a long time. Him and I did French biryani together. And it was good to have him again on this one. So I'm just running through names. All these are people that we've known for a while. It was just about sort of going back and working with them. And the process was fun because I think these are environments like when we, sit down to make a film or with the friends that I collaborate with, there's a sense of respect among us. And I think that respect kind of adds to the camaraderie because all of us know what our roles are and what we're bringing to the table. And I think any relationship only grows when there is respect.
Perfect. But I also want to go back a little bit to the writing process. Now, during the press conference, again, you mentioned putting together, let's say, a 2-minute video is a lot different. You have your setup, punchline, and so on and so forth. Here, you have to weave that into a story that is hopefully engaging, and has your audience laughing at intervals. How was that process? I mean,
I'm learning, Pratibha. I'll be very honest with you. It's not like I can turn around and say I've mastered it because it's an everyday process. Every day we wake up and the attempt is only to try and do something new and try and, pick little things from it that you can use on your next project. You know what I mean? You learn from one, move to the other, learn from that, move to the other. Having said that, I think writing this one was a lot of fun because Vamsi is making his debut and he comes with no baggage. He comes in innocent and fresh into this world. So working with him was fun. And also the fact that the screenplay was run past people at multiple levels. I can't discount the support that Sahit gave us. He was the DOP of our film, but also what he did from a screenplay perspective was sitting down with us and discussing things. It was incredible to work with him again. And then to go back to PRK Productions, to have an Ashwini ma'am run through the scripts or to have Puneet and us sit on it and tell us, okay, move this around from here to here, or, take this scene and put it down here. It's a continuous process where you're constantly learning. In fact, even now when I look at the film or when I watch the film after a while, there are things that I look at and go, oh, could I have done this differently? I think that's a part of being creative and a part of being an artist. I think the day you believe that you've mastered something, then it's time to pack bags and head to elsewhere. But if you're constantly growing and learning in the process, then it just makes it that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, and I understand from Vamshi that you guys are still in the process of learning because he did mention that you guys are working on another project. What's cooking?
We are. We can't really dwell too much into the details of it, but we are working on it. We're working on a very interesting, very promising idea once again. Now, the devil is in the details and the way in which we execute it. I think you'll be you'll be extremely, happy to see what Vamsi has done for a debut director. To have such a big star cast and to have everybody at the end of the film root for the film from within, for everybody to be so happy on a WhatsApp group and say, let's promote this and let's have a great time. It speaks just volumes of him as the guy in charge. And now we're working on something else together. It's one to the other, because I think that you do this often enough and you realize it's a very sort of mechanical process of 1 + 1 = 2. The creative part is only when you're writing, and after that everything's kind of literally going down a flow chart. Like, finish the film, do ABCDEFG, send it to the production house sends it to the platform, then interact with the platform, submit the film, then you go on to promotions, finish promotions, then vanish, disappear. It's the same thing, So I think that process has been understood now. Now it's just about working on our next film together.
But is it going to be any of your other avatars, or are you going to go back to something that you're comfortable with?
No, I don't know. I mean, nothing makes me comfortable. There is a sense of discomfort when you're playing a character and slapping on a wig and a mustache and walking around for hours on set. You're definitely not super comfortable. It's comfort food though. It's like eating a sandwich. You just know it's value for money. You can't go wrong with it. I think the next film, I haven't really gone down to that yet. I haven't really gotten down to it. I would like to take that as it comes. I would like to first get the story and then figure what character to attach to it. But it's fun because the fact that people have enough faith in me, and the fact that I can pick and choose what I want to do at will makes me incredibly happy. I mean, I think that's the kind of leverage one dreams to have. And I'm so glad I have that, because I can fit a character in, I can write a story with a friend or with another collaborator and say, okay, let's collaborate in this manner, this fashion. And that's the beauty of being a part of this trade. And of course, most importantly is to kind of draw value back to people who invest in you.
Perfect. And incredibly happy for you that things are working out for you, Dan.
Thanks. It's taken a while. It's been a 10-11 year trek, and I hope to continue on this marathon for a little while longer. And the right people will come along, and the right things will happen.
Perfect. On a parting note, what's your message for our viewers? The film's coming out on February 3rd. So please go all out and sell it.
Well, please do watch One Cut Two Cut on Amazon Prime Video. It's a film with a lot of heart, a heart that's as open and big as yours. So show us some love and watch the film. It's also coming out in the midst of raging third wave. And we'd love for you to just stay home, stay safe. And if you have a little time whilst you're doing that at home, please do watch our film. And we hope it brings you a little bit of laughter and a slight amount of remedy from the difficult times that we live amidst. So thank you. Please watch it.
Thank you so much, Dan, for your time, and all the best for the film when it comes out on Feb 3rd. I look forward.
Yes, thank you.